YouTube, and in this video is going to be 3 battles from the last live stream, and these are going to be like live stream coverage videos, so they'll just be like 3 battles of the, like, maybe the best battles of the live stream that we had, and we'll stick it into one long video, and then I'll add like little annotations so you can skip to the one that you're maybe in, or one that you'd rather watch. So I thought this was a better way to try and get as many battles with you guys up so you guys can watch them back or share them around and stuff, so that I don't have to individually edit them all and get like behind and miss them out, because a lot of you were saying that where was yours and I couldn't physically upload them all because we do so many on a stream. So I thought I could do like a stream coverage of the best, like a summary of the best few, and any single battles I have on the stream I'll edit separately if I think they're good enough and something, because these are just going to be for the live, like, multi-ones, although I'll be re-narrating over these. There is a way for me to re-record them on Twitch, but we're having a little few problems with those at the moment, and on the next stream they should all be fixed, so it will actually all be live. But for this one, it's just going to be like me narrating over the 3 good ones that I thought that we had. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and we'll get into the first one. Okay, so first battle up is me and Lady Vane versus Super Conjun and Claire is obviously Brian. If you guys know Brian from the Facebook page, he loves Arcanine, so he's bought 3 of his favourite Arcanines today, and it was a really, really good battle, so let's just get straight into this battle. So they lead out with LT Fluff and Stuff the Arcanine and Kangaman the Kangaskhan, and we lead out with Malamar, Shiny Malamar, and I lead out with Last Light, my Chandelure. The Intimidate is going to boost Malamar's attack first turn, which is pretty good for us, and he's going to swap out his Kangaskhan, obviously predicting a superpower, and he would be right because that is what Malamar goes for on the Slowking. So he's going to fire off a Flare Blitz into Malamar, and it does a huge amount of damage, and he's going to take that recoil, but he has got the Shell Bell to counteract that recoil damage, so he is going to get some health back from there as well. And I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball on the Arcanine, because I couldn't actually land a Shadow Ball on the Kangaskhan that was there before they swapped. Malamar's going to go for that superpower on the Slowking. I keep calling it Slowbro. That's Slowking, and Slowking is going to resist that, obviously, because of its psychic typing, and it's going to get some lefties recovery as well. LT Fluff and Stuff is just going to take out the Malamar and possibly suicide itself, but I'm pretty sure it actually survives after taking this Malamar down. And yeah, he's just going to survive the recoil and get some Shell Bell recovery as well, so Arcanine's just hanging in there. And I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball to finish it off, because I didn't really want to have it Morning Sun or anything like that. And I was pretty confident I could survive a shot from Slowking because I'm Assault Vested. So Slowking does go for a Scald, and I am going to live it quite well because, like I said, I am Assault Vested, so I have got the special defense boosts. He's going to get some lefties recovery again, and Claire's going to send out Lightning, who's another Arcanine, and we're going to send out Jellicent, so now we're double ghost types, which is pretty cool. Lightning's going to go for a Thief on the Jellicent and take the lefties, also dealing with super effective damage as well, which is pretty useful. And I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball on that Slowking to get a huge amount of damage off on it and get as much damage as I could. And she's going to fire off a Water Spout, which is going to do quite a lot because she is on full HP. She's going to take the Arcanine down into yellows and leave Slowking on pretty low HP. Unfortunately, it's going to take me down with Scald, and I'm not able to survive that because even though I have the Assault Vest, I wasn't strong enough to survive that one, and Arcanine's going to get some lefties recovery from the leftovers that it stole off of Jellicent, and the Slowking is going to get leftovers of its own back too. I'm going to swap into my Vivillon here just to kill that Slowking Grilly, and he's going to land a Flame Charge on me and get the speed boost as well, but I'm going to survive just on 10 health to get the Bug Buzz in and take out the Slowking, which is all I really wanted to do. So did what it needed to do and is still alive and kicking. She's going to go for a Water Spout and just about take out Lightning, which is good for us, so we didn't have to worry about that Arcanine, and he wouldn't be able to E-Speed me or anything next turn. So in comes Ty, who's a different Arcanine. This is more like a Toxic Stall bulky set, and in comes that Kangaskhan that we saw at the very beginning. We're going to get the Intimidate, but neither of us are physical attacker, so it doesn't really affect us much at all. And Kangaskhan's go for a Sucker Punch on me, and I go for a Sleep Powder, but I miss my Sleep Powder, and Ty's going to go for a Toxic, but it's going to miss the Toxic, so the only thing that happens in the whole of that turn is actually Belladonna going for a Recover and getting back to full HP, so that was quite a useless but funny turn. I'm going to go for another Sleep Powder, this time on the Kang, just to do some damage to it, and it does land, and just to do some damage to it, just to put it to sleep, and it does land and put it to sleep, but the Arcanine is going to go for that Flame Wheel on me and finish me off. If I was, yeah, so it's going to take me out. I was going to say if I was him I'd have gone for a Flame Charge, but that was the other Arcanine, not that Arcanine. And Belladonna's going to go for a Water Spout, which does huge amounts of damage to the Arcanine, considering it's a bulky set, and does a little bit of damage to the Kangaskhan. So in comes my Durant. For some reason I was trying to go for Iron Heads on the Arcanine at this point, when I really should have just gone for a Superpower on the Kangaskhan and killed it, but he does go for a Protect anyway, so I should have probably gone for a Home Claws anyway. Kangaskhan is still asleep, and I'm going to go for the Iron Head, but it's not going to land, and she's going to go for the Water Spout and do a little bit more damage to that Kang. And the Arcanine is obviously going to get HP back and not take any damage because it used Protect. Kang is going to wake up and go for a Sucker Punch on the Jellicent, doing quite a decent amount of damage to it because it's super effective, and I'm going to go for the Iron Head on the Arcanine, just trying to get it so if Belladonna could one-shot it, we'll finish it off with Water Spout, but it's going to go for a Morning Sun and get all that HP back, so it was kind of irritating really, because we're really struggling to take this thing down even though we are super effective. He's going to get more Lefty's Recovery, and both the Kang and the Arcanine looking pretty low on health. He's going to go for another Protect to get more Lefties and to hope that Kang wears down the Jellicent for him, but I'm going to finish off that Kangaskhan before it has a chance to Sucker Punch or anything with a Superpower. I do get the attack and defense drops, but I'm not going to take an attack from Arcanine anyway, because it's obviously 4 times super effective, and my attack stat's pretty high because of Hustle, so I wasn't really too bothered. I just really wanted to take out the Kangaskhan, so it worked out pretty well. So all that's left is a Lilligant and this Arcanine. So I'm going to go for an X-Scissor on this Lilligant, which would have easily taken it out if it wasn't for a Sash, even with the attack drops because it's super effective, and Stab, and the Hustle. But she's going to survive and go for a Giga Drain, getting loads of damage off on the Jellicent there and getting a lot of HP back as well. His Arcanine's going to go again for a Toxic and land it this time on the Jellicent, which is Jellicent's kind of, well, all kind of bulky Pokemon's enemy is Toxic, because it's going to wear them down. Jellicent's still going to fire off that Water Spout and do a decent amount of damage to the Arcanine, and do a little bit to the Lilligant as well. But Arcanine is just hanging in there because it's so annoying and bulky, so we don't really have much to do there. I'm going to fire up a Home Claws because no one was attacking me, so I was like, well, I may as well try and see if I can boost a little. But the one turn I do go for a Home Claws, I actually do get attacked. She's going to go for a Giga Drain and finish off that Jellicent, and I'm going to die to a Flame Wheel, which is obviously 4 times super effective with the defense drops and the Stab, and it's a critical hit as well. I don't think there was, even if Anthony was sashed, I'm pretty sure that would shrivel up his sash and somehow one-shot him. So he didn't really stand a chance there, poor Anthony. But he did some good work, so I was pretty impressed with him. And Ty's going to get more Lefty's Recovery, and Lady is actually on her own at this point, but she did come well prepared to be on her own and has a Boom Burst. So all she had to do was survive this Giga Drain, fire off this Boom Burst, and she'd have easily been able to take out both of these Pokemon. And she does survive, go for the Boom Burst, and is easily able to take out those guys. So it was a really, really close battle. Lady really pulled that back there for us as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed the first battle, and I'll just get on to the second one. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you soon. Okay, so after battle number 1 with all the Arcanines and stuff, this is the second battle that we had. This was me and Kyle versus Brandon and Draco Z, and the live one was actually quite funny because Kyle got really mad about the Scarfed Crocodile at the beginning. He's like, oh no, we're all gonna get swept, and oh, it was quite funny. So This was a really good battle, and I'm growing quite fond of my Shed Ninja, and I'm starting to try and build a good Mono Ghost team for myself. You guys will hopefully see soon. So yeah, let's just get straight into this battle because it was a good one, and it was quite funny. So Draco Z and Brandon issued a challenge. Draco Z is going to send out Chandelura and Crocodile, and we're going to send out a Chandelura as well, and Kyle's going to send out his Starmie, so it's going not very great because Crocodile's obviously scarfed and it's going to go straight for that crunch, easily taking out the Starmie, and he's going to get the Moxie in as well, and it was quite scary. Because Kyle was like, oh, you go for the Shadow Ball and I'll take out the Crocodile, but I was like, no, I'm going to go for an Energy Ball Crocodile just in case, and it was a really good job I did, because if I didn't, we'd be in big trouble, so I'm easily able to one-shot that Crocodile and get it out of the way. Chandelura went for an Energy Ball, which I thought was quite strange, because why didn't it just go for a Shadow Ball? Because Shadow Ball would have been stab and super effective on Starmie, and super effective on me as well, but I don't know, what each to their own. I don't know why he went for an Energy Ball, but there you go. So Kyle's going to swap into his Galad and go for a Shadow Sneak to break the sash if Chandelura was sashed, and I'm easily going to be able to Shadow Ball it and take it out with the Shadow Ball. I'm pretty sure that Chandelura was modest and not timid, because I outsped it both times, unless we were just speed tying, I'm not really sure, but it did seem to hit me quite hard with that Energy Ball, even though I am Assault Vested. So anyway, this Golem is going to come in and Earthquake and take me out and do pretty decent damage to Kyle's Galad as well, and it is quite a bulky Galad, and they're going to swap in their Scrafty as well as I swap in my Shed Ninja. Kyle's going to go for a Drain Punch on the Golem, which is kind of a bad idea because it's actually a weakness policy, which is quite common on these guys, because weakness policy sturdy and then explosion or just anything really. So I'm just going to set up a Swords Dance. I knew Scrafty probably had Crunch, but I was pretty confident that we would go for Dragon Dance first turn anyway, and I was sashed even if it did. And he does indeed go for Dragon Dance, so didn't really have to worry about taking any damage that turn. And his partner's Golem is going to actually go for an Earthquake, which is only going to hit his teammate and Kyle next to my Wonder Guy. And he's going to hit his teammate really, really hard there, and is also going to take out Kyle's Galad, unfortunately for us. Kyle's going to send in his Mr. Mime, who is pretty powerful and has that 4x super effective against Scrafty, so Scrafty was not going to stand a chance, and neither was the Golem on such low health. Since he was able to go for a Dazzling Gleam, I took the opportunity to set up another Swords Dance, so I'm now on +4 attack, which is pretty tasty amount of attack, considering I have priority as well. I'm quite considering putting a Sucker Punch on Shed Ninja instead of Will-O-Wisp, but we shall see. So in comes Darmanitan, probably scarfed, almost 100% I'm pretty sure it's scarfed. I go for a Shadow Sneak just to get some damage off, because I wasn't sure if it would be attacking me with the full habits or not, but he actually goes for Kyle, so it's going to hit Kyle pretty hard, but actually still not be enough to take it out because it's got a sash, so got quite lucky there, but it's not, the recoil's not enough to take out the Darmanitan. Kyle throws up a Calm Mind, because he thought that they would tag team me and kill me, but it works out pretty well anyway, because the Gligar does end up going for me, and I'm going to live obviously because of my sash, and Kyle's got the +1 boost and doesn't have to worry about the Darmanitan because I'm easily going to be able to take it out with another Shadow Sneak. So that worked out quite well for both of us really. With the boost, Kyle's just going to go for another Dazzling Gleam to get some damage off on this Gligar before the Gligar takes him down with an Aerial Ace. So that's the end of poor Kyle, and that was an unnecessary crit as well on 1 health. And yeah, so it's just me and Gligar now. So I'm able to just go for a Shadow Sneak. I really should have gone for a Will-O-Wisp there, but Kyle was like, nah, just go for a Shadow Sneak. I was like, if it roosts now, I'm going to go nuts, and it did roost. And I was like, damn it, Kyle, this is why I don't listen to you. So yeah, I just decided to just carry on going for a Shadow Sneak instead of bothering going for a Roost the next time, just to see how much damage I can do, because I know he's going to kill me anyway, and I wasn't sure if he'd outspeed me or not. So he's going to go for the Aerial Ace and take me out, obviously, because I only have 1 HP. I'm going to swap into my Gourgeist here. This is actually my Gourgeist Large. I really want to get a small one, but I haven't had time to breed one yet. This was actually just a clone of my large Pumpkaboo who's going to be my Eviolite Pumpkaboo, so it's just max defenses, no investment in attack or anything like that. So he's going to go for a knock off my Rocky Helmet, but take the Rocky Helmet damage at the same time. And I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp and get the residual burn damage, and also not have to worry about his attack stats so much either. He's going to roost off the damage to try and, you know, not get KO'd or whatever by the burn. But I have the Leech Seed as well, so I will be able to, like, slowly wear this thing down. Even if it is like a physical wall and I only have physical attacks, I'm still going to wear it down with the residual set amount of damage that is on Burn and Leech Seed. And because he's the last Pokemon, he can't really swap out to escape the Leech Seed either, so... And I have priority as well, so I can constantly attack him bit by bit and then just wear him down. He's going to continue to go for roosts, but slowly I'll be able to wear him down more than he can roost off. And I am getting health back too from the Leech Seed, so I'm recovering the damage he's doing to me, and he can't really recover much from all the residual damage that's just wearing him down. He's constantly having to go for roosts. He goes for an Aerial Ace here just to see how much damage it does, and it hardly does anything. It does like 2 HP. I'm just going to throw up a Seed Bomb to see how much damage it does. Does a little more than Shadow Sneak, and getting him yellow slowly, and I'm getting the Leech Seed recovery back, and the residual Leech Seed damage off as well. And there goes the burn, so he's looking really, really low on health, and I think he gives up roosting because he knows that it'll just make it, like, just drag it out and won't really do much. So he's going to go for an Aerial Ace on me. I'm going to go for a Seed Bomb, and the Leech Seed is just going to finish him off there, I think. Or, yep. So that's the end of the battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. It was really close at the end. It is quite enjoyable when you get like a close one. Sometimes it can be quite scary though. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle, and that is the end of the battle. So on to the next one, I guess. Okay, so this is battle number 3. This one was quite funny right towards the end with the Kyurem, I think it is, and the Wonder Guard. So yeah, let's just get straight into this battle and see what happens. So I'm running my Mono Ghost team on this, mainly on this live stream, because I really like trying them out, and they're working pretty well, especially Shed Ninja. So they're going to send out their Houndoom and Eviolite Doublade, who I really am interested in getting one myself for my Ghost team, just instead of Eviolite Pumpkaboo. And Kyle's going to lead out with the Shiny Garvantula, and I'm going to lead out with my Drifblim. I'm going to throw up the Protect because I want to get the Flare boost up, and I'm going to protect myself from that Shadow Sneak too, and Kyle's able to throw up a Sticky Web. So now we're going to outspeed most of the Pokemon that swap in. Houndoom's going to go for a Fire Blast on the Garvantula, which he's not going to take it out because he is sashed. But with a Shadow Sneak on the field, sashes are kind of useless anyway. So I'm going to get my burn. The obvious Shadow Sneak there on Kyle's Garvantula, and he's going to get the unnecessary crit as well, and take out the Garvantula, which is kind of sucky, but we did get some good damage. Houndoom's going to go for a Dark Pulse and easily take me out, actually. It's quite disappointing for me, because in one of the other livestream battles, Drifblim did really well with the Flare boost. Kyle sends out his Raichu, and I'm going to send out my Gourgeist, who is a Gourgeist Large, as I said in the previous battle. I'm really working on breeding a small one. I just haven't had time yet. I'm going to frisk out their items. Kyle's going to go for a Fake Out on Houndoom because it's the only thing he can really Fake Out anyway, because obviously it's a Ghost type. And I'm going to throw up a Will-O-Wisp on the Doublade because it's obviously a physical attacker, and I can wear it down slowly since we don't have knockoff. Actually, I think Kyle might have knockoff. He's going to go for a Night Slash on me, which doesn't really do too much to me, and he's going to take the recoil from Rocky Helmet and the residual burn damage too. He's going to go for a Shadow Sneak on Kyle's Raichu instead of attacking me now because he knows that I'm helmeted. And Raichu's going to break the Houndoom and take it out easily, so we don't have to worry about Houndoom. Houndoom is a really good Pokemon, but it's just defenses really let it down. It's like Sharpedo, it's so frail. So I'm going to throw up a Leech Seed on the Doublade, just kind of using it as food for my Gourgeist now. It can't really hurt as much, physically can't attack me unless it wants to get damaged, and is not really hitting Kyle for much, so we kind of just leave it there alive to slowly be trained by Leech Seed. In comes the Shiny Chandelure. I really like Shiny Chandelure, but I love non-Shiny Chandelure at the same time. So I'm going to throw up a Shadow Sneak, which does a decent amount of damage, and Kyle's going to go for a knockoff on the Chandelure as well to take it out before it gets a chance to Shadow Ball me or Heat Wave us or anything like that. And he's going to knock off that Shell Bell, which is quite an unusual item. Dewblade's going to go for an Automize. I'm not really sure why, but he's going to go for an Automize anyway. And I'm just going to Om Nom Nom on his life with my Leech Seed and get back up to full HP, which is good for me. And he's going to slowly die to burn as well. Why he didn't swap out, I'm not really sure, but he's just kind of sitting there as ghost food. Anyway, in comes the Diggersby. He's going to get the speed drop, which isn't really going to help us out much because he has got the quick attack. And Kyle manages to just live a huge power life orb quick attack with Stab quite impressively and get the knockoff off to knock off that life orb. Dewblade's going to go for Retaliate, which is a really cool animation because it kind of like spins around and does some cool stuff, and take out the Raichu. I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp on the Diggersby to just nerf its attack a little more, and make sure that we can all survive hits from that huge power. Going to get the Leech Seed off the Dewblade, and the burn is finally going to take it down. Oh, or is it just lived? No, yeah, it's just lived. And the burn's going to residually take down HP from the Diggersby. Kyle's going to fire off a flamethrower on the Diggersby and just about take it out because he didn't have much else to hit it with really, it being a ground type. And he's going to lose some HP to his own life orb. Aegis Slash. Dewblade is going to go for a Night Slash on the Electivire, just get the crit as well, pretty lucky, and finally die to Leech Seed, which is the end of Dewblade. In comes Entei, who's pretty scary to me because obviously Flelets would definitely take me out in one shot, although he's also a lot less scary when he's had that speed drop. Half speed, Sticky Web is just so OP. Kyle's going to go for a Volt Switch and bail out of there and swap out. And Entei's going to go for an extra sensory on Kyle there and do a nice bit of damage, considering... Oh yeah, Kyle couldn't swap out because it's his last Pokemon. Derp. Anyway, so I'm going to fire up a Leech Seed on the Entei and get some health back because I was kind of confident I might be able to survive one Flare Blitz. I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak and get a little bit more damage off. I'm just going to do tiniest bit, and Kyle, I think he's going to finish it off with his Volt Switch. Yep, so that's the end of the Entei, and didn't really have a chance to really take me out. I think he was trying to focus on Kyle, so he only had to go against me instead of going against me and Kyle. That's what most people tend to do when it gets close to like the end. When it's just 1 against 2, you try and kill the one with less so you have more of a chance. But anyway, in comes Kyurem. I thought it'd be funny to swap out here and go into my Shedinja because I knew a Glaciate or something like that was going to come. Kyle goes for Flamethrower, which hits for neutral because of the dragon typing. And he's going to take a little bit of life orb damage there, and he's going to go for the Glaciate, and he's actually locked into this Glaciate, I think. He's spexed in, so it's not going to affect me. He's got a really, really cool animation though, like with all the ice and everything. It's so cool. And he's going to take out Kyle there with the Glaciate, but I just thought, well, let's have some fun with this. I'll just have a Swords Dance because I knew that it couldn't kill me. So he's going to go for another Glaciate, which isn't going to touch me, so I'm just going to go for another Swords Dance. And he's going to go for another Glaciate. I was going to keep Sword Dancing till +6 just so I could one-shot it with Shadow Sneak, but I thought, nah, I'll just get 2 Swords Dances in and Shadow Sneak it and see how much damage it does. And it does a pretty nice chunk of damage. Just leaves it in reds, and he's still locked into that Glaciate there, so I'm able to just finish off with the Shadow Sneak, and that is the end of the battle. So yeah, it was pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and Shedinja is just so awesome. It's like one of my new favourite Pokemon, I think, although Stealth Rocks and stuff do kind of kill it. But yeah, so see you around.